Well, welcome back into the studio for another Technique Tuesday. This is going to be a quick one, but I thought it was important to see because I just on a whim tried this out. So I am going to demonstrate this using a Sizzix 3D texture fade, which is a 3D embossing folder, and a regular embossing folder. And I am using the Grafix clear as well as a sheet of the white shrink film. So I have cut out the clear and the white shrink film to fit through my Big Kick. And I've loaded a clear one into this first Sizzix Tim Holtz embossing folder. And I'm running it through a couple of times because I know that shrink film plastic is a little bit thicker and I want to make sure, and as you can see, beautiful texture on that. And then I'm going to run the fade through. Now the fade is a little bit thicker, plus with that plastic in there, it is a little trickier. You have to alternate your sandwich, at least I did with my machine, and get that run through, and you're gonna see just the absolute beautiful 3D effect of that 3D texture fade plate. And then once I've gotten those finished running through, I am going to pull in my acrylic paint markers to apply some color. And this is where the advantage comes of using that embossing folder. This all started because I was creating a project for Grafix, their channel, on layering on color onto the shrink film, and I wanted to have some type of design to follow, and it dawned on me if I run it through with an embossing folder, then I'll have a design that's already on there that I can just apply color with. And that's where it started. Now, of course, when you heat these up, you're going to lose the textural element, at least the physical texture that happens when you run something through an embossing plate. But you have all this information to use your acrylic paints. These markers just catch the top of the texture and really give you so much detail to then come in with color. And I thought that was fantastic. And you'll see here, because it stays a little bit wet on this plastic, you can come in with your finger and do smudging to do transitions in color. So on these little acorns, I've added a lighter color in the center and then come back in with this darker brown, and you're gonna see here in a minute, I'm gonna kind of smudge those out with my finger and get a beautiful blend of color. And I just fell in love with this whole process. And here I'm doing the same thing. I'm coming in with mostly just the fluorescent acrylic paint markers and following the raised portion that came up with that embossing folder through the shrink film and getting color applied. So easy with that being raised like that. It just made it so much easier.
You mean to me, if you could only see, baby, you know I don't want anybody else, no one but you, you make me feel the way I
And as you're going to see here in just a moment, I am going to come in with a blow dryer on a cool setting to get that paint to dry on the surface so I can come back and do some splashes on it and not have that paint mix. So here I am just giving it a bit of splash of that bright pink, and then it's off to the oven. So these need to be done at 350 degrees for 3 minutes, and then voila, those are done. And you can see that some other pieces that I had created for that same project, which I will link it up in the upper right hand corner. It is a Grafix video over on their channel. Such a fun way to utilize embossing folders with shrink plastic.